Up, I love you, Mum.
Do I have to play any music for Callum's spot?
If I stuff it up, someone help me.
We're recording.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not, you little monkey. How dare you?
Wait, ask it. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to the Ep4 podcast by Skill Creative. I'm your host, Callum, and joined with our co-host,
Toby.
and
Jude.
today we'll be talking about a lot of wacky, goofy stuff such as fears, phobias, and embarrassing stories.
So stick out to find more.
Alright, so we're here today.
Yes. How are we all doing?
I'm feeling a bit under pressure, I'm not going to lie.
Feeling a bit under pressure?
Yeah, I'm under pressure, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Speaking of under pressure,
Speaking of under pressure, this is the pressure box. So this is really simple. I'll pick out the questions written by past students and we'll answer them as best as we can. If you could be transported into any fictional universe, which one would you go to? Probably DC.
DC.
DC, yeah.
Oh,
DC,
Yeah.
of
I
course.
like Batman and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
You know what
so
I would do?
What?
The Boys.
Boys, yeah, that's
Bro.
fair. Yeah, pretty
It's
warped
chaos.
universe. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I'd just go into the MCU
Yeah.
on
Oh,
with Spider-Man.
Look
That'd
at
be
us, all
That's fair,
superheroes.
yeah.
Except
Alright.
Alright,
You'll go, Callum.
sweet.
Come on.
My go. Crap. Oh, that's worst purchase you've ever made. Okay.
Alright, give us yours, Callan.
Well, so I wanted to get a flute once. I don't know why I wanted a flute. I just wanted one, and when it came in the mail, it had no holes.
No
Wow.
holes.
No holes, and
Were
it
they
was
meant to be holes in them?
yeah.
How much
it's a
was it?
flute.
How
It
much
was
was it?
$20.
See what?
So
Oh.
I got scammed.
It's down the drain.
Yeah, it's it went.
Them
Mm.
pesky scammers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Disappointing. What is a fun fact about you? I'm not very interesting.
Hmm.
Anything fun about you guys?
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
I play music. That's
Yeah,
not
we
really
both
that
play
fun.
music,
We both
but-
play
Yeah,
music.
must be
yeah.
nice. You know, I'm doing another one because that was a bit short.
Yeah, you do another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the same one. If you could be... No, that was the same one as
One of
well.
that as well, yeah.
Do an impression of a movie or TV show character and let everyone guess who it is.
No way. I can't do that. I'm not doing that. No
Do you want me
way.
to try?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
go.
your question. You go first.
Alright. Sweet Jesus. Stewie. Come here, Stewie.
Oh, you're the old grandpa from Family
Yeah,
Guy.
from
Yeah,
Family
Herbert
Guy,
the
yeah,
pervert.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was it for Under Pressure. We'll be back with our next segment, Fears and Phobias. Welcome back to the podcast. Now segment is fears and phobias. So basically, I'm going to say what my fears and phobias are, and I'm sure we'll say each other's as well. And then once that is done, I'm going to read out some of the weirder phobias that I've found online. So what I'm going to I have a phobia called thalassophobia, which is the fear of the deep ocean.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah. There's something about it. Deep ocean
so
just
many,
freaks me
so
out.
many things out there.
Yeah, you don't know what's under.
Yeah.
Exactly.
you.
Or you do, which is what's scarier.
Oh
Like
yeah, true. Like
sharks.
a shark.
That's more than that. It's
There's
the
more
fact
than
that
that.
it's just so deep that anything could be under
You
there.
can't touch
Seaweed.
the ground.
Seaweed as well. I
So
don't like
little of the
seaweed.
ocean.
Yeah.
All right. How about some other phobias from you guys?
Well, I've got arachnophobia, which is like super. That's like I feel like that's really common. But then there's also one on a really strange side where it's like, yeah, like inanimate, like just objects like statues and stuff, but like underwater, like it freaks
Underwater.
me out. So like it's like if I was over the Titanic, I would just freak out. Like
So
I
if you were to
wouldn't-
see a sunken ship underwater,
yeah,
you would lose your cool.
or a statue like that, I'd shut
Mm.
down, and
Mm.
that'd be terrifying.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any, Jude?
I have a fear of dropping my phone down a drain or anything,
Oh,
I mean,
or
that's
just on a plane and
that's
it
fair.
just falls
Hmm.
back and there's a
Yeah.
gap in the plane or fall off the
Yeah.
plane. It's just odd. Maybe I'm too attached to my phone or something.
yeah.
Something like that.
Speaking of that, one of the weird phobias I have on my list is nomophobia, the fear of being without your mobile phone.
Oh,
So
that links pretty well.
Yeah,
So
it
it's very-
does.
pretty much yours, except yours is like losing
like-
it, I guess.
Or more like just yeah, I guess.
Kind of weird though, 'cause it's like I feel like our whole generation is just that. It's like, oh, if I don't have a phone with me,
Yeah.
No, you're stuffed.
like
yeah.
stuff.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like if you're without your phone, you feel disconnected from all your friends.
Yeah.
Considering everyone's on social media, that you can't really talk to anyone and you feel disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, got the next one. Fear. I'm not gonna pronounce that. Fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
That is
That's a weird
I don't
that
eat
is
peanut
so
butter, so
weird.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
is so weird.
Could-
Well, like I feel I'm sorry to the people out there that
That
are
actually
watching
have
this
that.
that actually
Yeah.
have that,
Yeah.
but that would suck. That'd
That
be
would.
Because
yeah.
it's. I can see where they're thinking of, but I feel like it's just a bit of a weird
I
phobia.
get it, but like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. at the same
Exactly.
time, Yeah.
You get it, but
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. All right, got the last one is plutophobia, the fear of money.
That is an odd one.
that is
Yeah.
very strange.
Because I don't know what they're talking about. Would it be the fear of cash or the
Maybe
fear?
cash, like how it feels or something.
Let me
maybe?
read out the sentence. Many people probably wish they had more money, but plutophobia is the fear of money or wealth. People with plutophobia may fear wealthy people or the fear of becoming wealthy themselves. They generally dread money and having to deal with it.
That is so weird.
very odd.
But how would you
How would
live?
you shop? How
Everyone
would,
I
yeah.
know wants money.
Yeah, how would
Like-
you?
Would they get someone to do them for it? Like, if they're at the shops, like, they can't pay for stuff?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
odd.
that's so weird.
Because how would they live on a day-to-day basis if they can't spend
Yeah,
money on anything?
You
Just get someone else to
can't.
pay for them. I guess. I don't know.
Become
yeah,
a
that's-
freeloader.
That's new to me.
Anyway, I think that is the end of Fears and Phobias. We'll be back for our next segment, the interview with the famous musician and actor Callum Hobson.
yeah, Callum,
Yo.
musical man. Oh, we're back. Cool. Well, this is the interview with the famous, amazing,
Notorious.
awesome, crazy, cool, fly me to the moon
Smart.
man, Callum Hobson.
Woo!
Ooh.
Woo!
Hey guys,
Hey.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm alright myself. You, Callum?
I'm going good. So, Callum,
Yeah.
he's a young musician, he's an actor, and he's currently working on a musical called Priscilla, and he is the main
One
person.
of the main leads. Yeah.
one of
Wow.
the main leads. Yeah, how's that going for you?
Really good. Really good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Got a show tonight. We're going.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, going well.
That's awesome.
Really well.
So I've got some I think I got 10 questions here for you.
Yep. Shoot
Yeah,
away.
that's kind of it. I'll just I'll
Go for it.
give it. So how would you describe yourself?
How would I describe myself?
That's a great question.
That's a
isn't
great
it?
question.
It's an awesome question.
I don't know. I think easygoing, I guess.
Easy going.
Yeah.
Successful.
Oh, yeah, trying to be successful.
Not
I
yet.
guess. Not yet.
You're hoping to be there.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be successful. Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it, really.
Sweet.
Next question is, what made you want to start off your career in, I guess, acting and music?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I started dancing when I was younger, and I got into dancing because there wasn't any sports that could take me because I was so young. But I was so energetic and ready to do something. So my mum put me into dancing, and then from there I started, having singing lessons and stuff. And then, the people that I met when I was dancing and singing, they all suggested go to musical theatre. So I auditioned for one show called Mary Poppins, and I got in, and that was my first lead role at GMS.
I remember
Nice.
that. You left school, right?
No, I didn't. I
Was-
didn't leave for. So while I was doing Mary Poppins, I was still at school,
Yeah.
and then it was suggested to me by someone that was in the show and said, "Oh, you should try it for Gavroche," which is a professional production in
Oh,
Sydney.
right.
And so I auditioned and I got the part. It was
Sweet.
great. Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
then I left and travelled internationally with them. Yeah.
Everyone missed you.
Yeah.
At school.
Yeah.
We were all like, damn, where's that guy?
Where's he going?
Where's he at? All right. This question is, do you get nervous before you're about to do a show?
Yes.
And how would you psych yourself up to actually get on stage and perform?
So for doing musical theatre shows or playing gigs?
Musical,
yeah.
Both. Any.
Both?
Any.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do gigs first.
Yeah.
I used to get really nervous. I don't play gigs anymore. I used to. But I used to get really nervous before playing them. I think repetition of doing your set, just practicing at home, I think that was really good to get you out of that mindset. And then another mindset of fear is, I think, scared of getting criticised.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Callum, you
That's
might.
my
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm always worried
It's
about
just-
what people think.
Yeah, people at school and people watching you even.
Yeah.
That's a big fear that you need to get over.
Mm.
And that was the hardest one for me, I think.
I don't think it's something you can get over
Yeah.
because there's just, no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone
It's
picking
never
on you.
it's never gonna stop, but it's just how you deal with it. You get better at dealing with it.
Yeah.
And with theatre, that was just I was really nervous for opening night at Priscilla, but
Mm.
I think it's just rehearsing and just knowing what you're doing. You know, you got the part in. There's a reason you got the part, and that's what you got to tell yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's the main part.
That's
Getting
that's,
prepared.
That's
That's
actually a
actually-
good way
yeah,
to
it's
nice.
see it.
All right, next one. Have you ever traveled overseas for music, like a musical or a movie?
Not a movie. I've done musical. So yeah, for Les Mis, I went to Sydney,
Yeah,
and then I moved to Brisbane,
that's sweet.
and then from Brisbane, I got asked to do the international tour with them, and so I went to the Philippines, and then from the Philippines, I went to Singapore.
I've been to Singapore. So would you say you've seen your fair share of countries?
Yeah, I've travelled to
Yeah.
France, Spain, England, and stuff. Yeah, so I've seen quite a bit of countries.
What's your
I guess.
favourite country you've been to, you reckon?
Ooh, I think it's got to be Australia. I think that's my favourite. But if I was to travel somewhere, it would be. I liked Paris. I thought Paris was sick.
That's
So probably
awesome.
Paris.
Yeah,
I've
it's
always
nice.
wanted to go to Paris.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Yeah.
So, what types of musicals or plays do you prefer to act in?
That's a good question.
Mm.
So yeah, you got different kinds of musicals, I guess. You got the happy musicals, and then you got the ones that take seriously.
Yeah.
So Priscilla right now is more like a happy.
Serious? Oh, it's happy.
No, it's a happy musical.
Really?
But the director has made some of the scenes more relevant to situations that he wants to get across,
Yeah.
and like the gay and all that stuff. He wants to get those points across of not tolerating any homophobic views or anything, and
Yeah.
so he's put across what happened in that time. So because the musical is based in like 1980s or something, and yeah, so he's trying to he made some scenes more serious to connect with
Yeah.
viewers, and that's why I think the musical's gone really well, to be honest. Yeah.
So you've been in a lot of musicals lately. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years time.
What would that be? 2027?
Yeah.
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 2022 right now.
2027. Yeah, right. I thought you said I was gonna be 27.
Oh.
No. Yeah. I hope that I'll be, in a studio, not recording, but I want to be in the backstage of the studio, recording songs, not me
Yeah.
recording them, but
Would you still like to be doing theatre or
Yeah.
acting?
I think so. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I would. Yeah.
What's the scariest thing about your career?
It's copying criticism, or
Copying criticism? That's fair. Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Getting
Getting criticized.
Well, yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, copying
I get.
people making fun
Okay.
of you. I think
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing.
Mm.
It's never
Yeah,
something
really.
you really get over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the script or anything like that. Not the nothing. Just like
No.
it's just the
It's-
criticism.
It's other people. It's your mind,
Yeah, right.
really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think the script and the people are always there to help you,
Mm.
and that's something that they can help you with.
Yeah,
But people making fun of you, that's something that
that's
you can't get help
something.
with.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
I think yeah.
So yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
Yeah. We're on to our last question now. What advice do you have for the kids who want to be a part of the industry that you do work in?
Do it. That's really my advice. Just do it. I think.
Yeah.
I think yeah, you'll enjoy
Yeah.
it, and you'll learn stuff and like stuff.
Hmm.
I think it's just there's no point not doing it, because if you don't do it, you won't do it. But if you do, you do it. So yeah, I think you should just give it a go and try it out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Callum.
Thanks, Callum.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to our next one, which is, I think it's a my story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my story. That's right.
So we're gonna have
I should
a
have known.
we're gonna have a short intermission, and then we'll be back with Callum's story.
Hello. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, technical fault.
Technical difficulties. All good. So. Hi, my name's Callan. I'm 17. And this is a small but significant part of my life. So, when I was younger, my uncle always used to he always used to just like take me over to his house, show him his studio and stuff, show him what he's been working on, 'cause he made like his own music and stuff, and it was like heavily influenced by stuff like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, all that, and it was it was pretty cool just seeing like all the stuff he did there. And it also made me like want to become a musician like him. So I don't really know how to smoothly transition into primary school, but I'll just talk about primary school. Primary school for me, it was super super. I hated music and all that in primary school. Even though I could sing and all that, believe it or not, I had heaps of anxiety when I did it, and it was just it was super scary, and I was in a lot of musicals for primary school, and it it just really freaked me out, man. I was very scared of it all, and then I quit after a very long time. So then I also got pulled out of drama lessons and stuff, and got kind of forced into singing, but I was kind of okay with it, but then I quit completely because I hated it so much. But then in year 8, this is a lot of years skipped. Year 8, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar and be more like my uncle. So I was like, I'm just gonna learn how to play the guitar, learn a couple of songs and stuff. And then in year 9 lockdown, my uncle helped me out making one of my first songs because I created a riff on my guitar. And I was like, well, that sounds cool. And then I made one of my own songs in lockdown using his home studio and stuff. Fast forward to 2022, my uncle helped me out with getting a record label with Foghorn Records. I wasn't sure at first, and so it was it's kind of scary to me, but then I was like, oh, you know what, I might as well take his advice and go in and make my own music and stuff. And I recorded with them. I recorded 2 songs with them, did a photo shoot with them, and then they signed me to their record label. That's kind of it. Now I'm making songs coming out on Spotify next year and stuff, on an EP. And I'm called Callum Hogan on Spotify and Callum Hogan on Instagram. So if you want to check me out, you can if you want to. So it's kind of it.
Welcome back to the UView podcast. We all hope you loved my story from our own Callum Hogan
And the interview by Callum Hobson.
Of Callum Hobson.
Of Callum Hobson, that's true.
Our last segment for this podcast and or live stream is weird, embarrassing, or dumb stories. Do anyone want to give us a start off, or do you want me to start?
You can start if you want.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me paint the picture. Year 10, I think. It was in year 10, and just any other school day. I was on my way to, I think, PDHPE, and the door was locked. And I said to my 2 mates, Oscar and Riley, who one is operating the sound desk right now, that I could open it for him. So what I did was I sort of jumped and cannonballed into the door, then shattering it.
I remember this.
And breaking the window, which I soon after got sent to learn my lesson.
Oh my god.
by a teacher at the school.
That's bad. Like, what was going through your mind when you were like, oh, you know,
I
I'll
just
open up
simply
this
wanted to get to
door.
class. There was nothing more than that. Just I was in a rush. It's PDHPE.
And
life of that class.
Smashed open a door.
Yeah,
Smashed the window.
I thought it'd be funny.
So I didn't have to pay anything or anything?
No,
No.
that's what I'm
Wow.
surprised about. I got sent to timeout almost directly after. And then I took a week off school because I was sick, which is a very bad coincidence.
Mm.
And everyone thought I was suspended. But as soon as I came back, there was rumors like I got suspended. But I didn't get suspended, nor did I have to pay anything
That's
for
so
the
good.
repair of the door.
Man, that's awesome.
And I think the teachers forgot about it. So me saying it on this podcast, maybe not the best idea. But yeah, that's my embarrassing story.
That's yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Okay.
Callum swiftly
Callum,
moving
you
on.
go.
My one.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so I'll also paint the picture. So it's year 8. I'm 14. You know, I'm insecure. I'm worried, scared. I mean, I'm still these things, but like not
just
as bad.
every
Just every like
Yeah,
teenager out
every
there and
teenager.
stuff. And I was going to get these red shoes for my birthday. That was like later in the week or something like that. That year, and my mum took me to this shoe store, and there was this good look, like really nice looking lady helping us out with like
Yeah.
what shoes to pick out and all that. And I wanted these red ones, and it was like, 'cause one, I liked the look of them, and two, there's a video game character I like, and it's Sonic the
Sonic,
Hedgehog.
Oh,
Sonic.
And like,
yeah.
I still don't really like saying that, but like, I don't really care
It's
too
fine,
much.
it's
But
every one of us has a past.
but back in the day, it was like I would get crucified if I said I like Sonic, like in year 8.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So you know, I was doing it for that, and I was like, oh, they're really cool shoes. And then my mum says to the lady, she's like, oh, he likes them 'cause he's a Sonic boy, and I was like,
Oh,
Mm.
God.
oh, no.
And you tried to take.
And
it
I
away.
try to like, you know, go, no, that's not true. But then out of my mouth came, no, it's 'cause of Michael Jackson.
Mm.
It
It was
was
just perfect timing.
it was so bad. It was
Michael-
so bad. And like she looked at me like, this kid needs
This
help.
kid.
This kid needs help. And I was like, oh, why did I say Michael Jackson?
Did you just come up with Michael Jackson on
yeah,
the
just
spot?
thought about someone with red shoes, and I thought about Michael Jackson. Keep in mind, this was when Michael Jackson
Yeah.
was all over the news about him being a pedophile
Yeah.
and everything, and
If
it
only
was
you'd
like,
said it like a
and
year
if
before
only I
that,
said it a year before that.
would've
Like,
been fine.
oh my god, it sucked so much.
So the moral of the story is don't try to
Don't
impress a
try and
girl.
impress a
Don't-
girl.
Yeah.
Just say the truth. If
Yeah,
your
just-
mum
just-
tells your like whole life story to
Mm.
a girl,
Maybe not the whole
just
truth.
accept it.
you know, just accept it. Don't change
Yeah.
it.
It's pretty embarrassing. I do have
Yeah.
to say so
Yeah.
myself.
It sucked.
Jude, do you have anything you want to share with us?
So it's basically, Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the movie came out, I can't remember my age, but basically, I was terrified of Cat in the Hat, and especially Thing 1 and Thing 2. And I had nightmares for like 3 years
Oh.
of Thing 1 and Thing 2 tickling me. which, which wasn't great. And so basically,
Yeah. Okay.
I was like scared to go outside and stuff. I
Yeah.
was scared to like go anywhere. And I had to sleep in the lounge room
Mm.
for like a few years.
Yes.
But like, occasionally I'd sleep in my room, but I was just terrified. So that's basically what I did. Yeah. And I'm still scared of him, so like I can't watch the movie or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's I don't know what that story was. It
Uh.
was like, it was embarrassing
And
and dumb, I guess, maybe.
it's just
Not really. It's not really embarrassing. I used to be afraid of like there was like Wags the dog from the Wiggles. I used to freak out by that all the time
that's fair enough.
and have nightmares about him like eating me or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
So,
think
yeah.
saying that on the podcast was a good idea?
Yes. No, it's a good idea. It's fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm sure nothing will happen at school.
No, I'm sure nothing.
Yeah.
No. It's socially acceptable nowadays.
It's socially
Yep.
acceptable.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what everyone has to say
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks for joining us,
Yep.
guys.
yeah.
Again, if you want to see more of the Youth Food podcast, pretty sure there'll be another episode next week, and that's going to be keep going. Also, if you want to check out the Youth Food podcast on Spotify and Apple Music podcasts on Apple, you can if you want to. But that's going to wrap up today. I've been Toby, joined by my other hosts.
Callum.
And Jude.
We'll see you later.